Welcome back. This is going to be part 81 of my presentation on dinosaurs and man. And before I begin, I want to show you something here. My wife gave me this. My wife and I, we just celebrated at the time of this recording, we just celebrated our 30th year anniversary of being married. And we were married on April 23rd of 1994. And guys, it's been a ride. And I'm not saying there's been a lot of bad things. It's just the things that attack a married couple these days. I mean, and just seems to get harder and harder for those of us that want to live in a biblical way. It's getting harder and harder, guys, because everything is just against us and what's out here. And as the days go on, there's things that attack young married couples that I didn't have to experience. And then there was things that I experienced that attacked my marriage that my mother-in-law and my parents and my grandparents, they'd never experienced before. And so a lot has to do with technology and stuff like that. I believe social media has a lot of good that it could do. I mean, lo and behold, look what I'm doing right now. I'm posting this on social media. The main platforms that I post this on presently are Facebook, YouTube, and Rumble. And so 3 platforms. And I've had somebody else ask if they could share my material on another platform, which I gave them the go-ahead. I said, yes, sure. Feel free to use it as you wish. And so I'm able to reach people that I normally wouldn't be able to reach if I was to try to bring a class together. And so, which I used to do. I used to do that, and I don't do that anymore. And so I just share my material online. And so it seems to be more fruitful, guys. I hate to say it, but it's true. It seems like I reach more people in an easier way than trying to put a class together when everybody's got different functions and different schedules and stuff like that. It was very hard. It was very hard to even get a half a class full sometimes. And so, and then you got time constraints and stuff like that that'll put on you and what you can and can't talk about. And so, going online on social media has made it so easy because here I am in the comfort of my own home. And I'm doing this at any old whim. And I'm able to share what I want, when I want, and people can look at this stuff when they want, wherever they want. And so with the availability that we have for with technology and smartphones and stuff like that, it's amazing, guys. I've had people all across the world give me comments on the stuff that I share. And so, but at the same turn, social media can also be very damaging and very dangerous. And so there's a lot of evil out there that is trying to attack people through these platforms here. And there's a lot of evil stuff that's being shown, just like television. You got a lot of good that could be done, but unfortunately, most of it is bad. And so, and I see that way with social media also. There's just a tremendous amount that's bad on here. Very little is productive at all. But you know what? It don't mean I'm going to I call it the electronic street corner, or the digital street corner is what I often will say. I'm going to take this digital street corner. The Lord's going to make it available to me. It don't cost me hardly anything to do it, and at all, except just my time. And hopefully I can disperse the seed to somebody that needs it. And so, and they can download this, share it, keep it in their library. I mean, we have an opportunity, those of us that are Bible believers and Christians and witnesses and teachers, we have an availability, something that's put before us, never before since man was created. And so, what could have the apostles even have done even more if they would have had some of the technology that we have today? And so, but at any rate, she gave me this. And this is, I think it's just amazing. I love this thing. But you're going to see this right up here. I'm going to put it right on this shelf right there is where it's going to be at. And so, but I love it. I love it. And she, of course, she made two T-Rexes there. And because I'm into dinosaurs and I love dinosaurs, and I think the Lord should get the glory for what He has done. He has done. This did not come about by just blind chance. But at any rate, guys, we're going to talk about. This is just going to be the intro to fossil human, and we're going to talk about humans. We've already talked about dinosaur fossil footprints already. This one's going to be human fossil tracks that have been found. Have they found legit dinosaur tracks in the past that they say is legit? Absolutely. And I've talked about that. Have they found them on several different continents of the world? And they said they're legit and they're real. Well, they've also done that with human fossil footprints also. The secular world, that word secular, guys, means no religious affiliation, has agreed that fossil human footprints have been found and they are legit and not fake. And so if you look at the map here, this is a map. Now, again, all the numbered, I just numbered all the, the different areas, continents, and stuff like that. That is for me because I have slides that I have hidden that has the information for me to do a quick reference on detailing exactly where they were found. But if you'll look at the white dots, look at the white dots. Presently, and I know they are still finding fossil human footprints all the time, and they're finding them. And there's probably some that are not mentioned on this map here, but as I do find them or find out about them, I add it to my information. But where all the white dots is, guys, is where they have found human fossil footprints. And a lot of them, secular scientists and researchers have agreed these are legit. And we're going to talk about some of these. One is being here. This is from National Geographic. Now notice, guys, I put in here, notice most of the time I'll put my footnotes at the bottom of the screen, but I want you guys to know that I found this in National Geographic. This is not a Christian publication. This is National Geographic. You can look it up yourself, volume 222, number 6. This is December of 2012. They found 39 human prints. 39 human prints. This is at Goldcliff, Wales in England. Goldcliff, Wales in England is where they found this. And so look at these prints, guys. Look at them. Look at the one on the left and then look at the one on the right. Now, the one on the right, I've turned it more of a horizontal, and you can see, barely you can see the toe prints there, but that is a human print that was made and fossilized. And the one on the left is another one. And I want you guys to also take a look at the footprint itself, how good or how bad it is. That's going to be key for later, much later, but we're going to come back to this. We're going to come back to how good the footprint looks in comparison to what you might think if you were to just put some ink on the bottom of your foot and just step on some paper or walk along a sandy beach or something like that. Take a look at it. You can make it out. That is a human print. Here's another one here. Fossil human footprints. National Geographic, volume 155, number 4. This is from April 1979. These are legit tracks that were found. Fossil human footprints that were found. And so we are going to come back to this one right here. We're going to talk about this one right here in the future. So just remember that. Now here's another one. This is one that I just recently found out about. This is White Sands National Park. White Sands National Park in New Mexico. They have found scores and scores and scores and scores and scores and scores and scores of human tracks and animal tracks. If I remember correctly, they give an estimated number of hundreds of thousands of tracks, guys, in this area. Now, what you see before you are legit human fossil footprints that they have found. And we are going to come back to this one here. So just remember this one. We're going to talk about this one. And what they did is they found tracks of animals and human tracks in several different layers. Several different layers. Now, this is what Now, just real briefly, they're saying that each layer is a different time period in the last ice age, is what they're saying. And so we're going to come back to that. We're going to come back to that. We're going to talk about that. But they have found tracks of sloths, Colombian mammoths, camels, dire wolves, and what they believe was they call it an American lion. And so all these were found in these layers here. And so we are going to come back to that and talk about that. All right, let's stop right there. When we come back on the next video, we're going to start getting into the meat of it. I just wanted to lay the groundwork because it's controversial with finding dinosaur tracks, fossil dinosaur tracks, and fossil human tracks together, proving that dinosaurs and humans existed, and so on, showing that the biblical timeline is, or the biblical worldview is the correct one, and the secular worldview is not. And so, and evolution did not happen. And so, but to do that, I wanted to separate the two. You know, have they found fossil dinosaur tracks on our planet? Yes, they have. Have they found fossil human tracks on our planet? Yes, they have. So we do know that it is a legit thing to find fossil human tracks and to find fossil dinosaur tracks. And they have found fossil human tracks with other animals, and they don't have any problem with that. But when you put dinosaur tracks alongside of fossil human tracks, all of a sudden it's a big controversy and a big debate whether they're real or not. And so, again, it depends on your worldview. What is your worldview? Do you have a biblical worldview or do you have a secular worldview? Believe it or not, guys, that means a lot when it comes to this stuff. And so you'd be surprised the people that I've talked with in the past, people that claim to be Christians that still have a hard time with the information that we're about to go over here in the future. And so you guys take care. I love you, and I hope the Lord blesses you real good. Bye-bye.